What's up, everyone? Welcome to Bulubedu Strange Things, where I share with you guys strange and mysterious stories from all over Bulubedu. I'm back with another story today, and it's very interesting. So if you are a fan of the strange, dark and mysterious videos delivered to you in story format, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post. So today's story, in order for you to really appreciate the story, I have to give you the background of our main protagonist's company. Well, not her company, but the company she worked for. So our main protagonist, or should I say main character of the story, worked for this company called Hajago. I'm not really sure why they called it Hajago. I believe maybe the owner of the company was named Jacob or something. Or Yaku. Yaku, yeah. It's an Afrikaans name, Yaku. And then Balobedu, they translated it to the nearest Klobedu and called the company Jagu. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, if you do remember Hajagu, I don't know what happened to that company. It was a huge farm. They dealt, I think they dealt with a few things, but their main product was tomatoes. They produced tons and tons of tomatoes. With that being said, they had a lot of workers around Bulubedu. But I think they had only like 2 trucks to transport the workers, 2 or 1 truck if I'm not mistaken. And those trucks or 1 truck had to go as far as Mawa to fetch the workers to take them to work at Hajago. Loosely translated to Yaku's place, I presume. So yeah, okay, here goes. So since they are using like 1 truck to transport all the workers in Bulubedu, that meant that the truck came as early as maybe 2 o'clock in the morning for some people. Like for the first batch of people, this would be people around Khapane, Down Base, Amshaka, wherever. Those are the first batch, right? And then by the time they get the last batch, which would be Mawa, it would be like the break of dawn. It would be like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then they would head to Hajago with everyone. So you can imagine how early some of these people had to wake up in order to catch the transport to the workplace, right? So here's what happened this other time. This lady who lives at Medellin. Yeah, I know the last story was also about Medellin. I did tell you that a whole lot of weird things happen at Medellin, and I will be sharing some of those things. So yeah, this lady, she lived at Medellin. She actually moved from Medellin a couple of years back. But here's what happened to her. Oh, before I get into it, those that know people that used to work at Hajagu, you know that they used to like carry 20-liter buckets. I think they would put their lunch in the bucket, and then when they are at work picking those tomatoes, they would be these tomatoes which the company doesn't take because they only take A-grade tomatoes. So those ones that are rejected by the company, those workers would fill their buckets, come back with them home, and sell them to the locals. So, okay, this lady, there she is. She woke up, I think past 2. She woke up past 2, gets her things together, her lunch, puts it in a bucket. The truck doesn't come to your place. You have to go to the main road and wait there. Usually these ladies that worked there at Hajago, they would walk to the main road in packs. Like it would be like maybe 3, 4, 5, or even 10 ladies, and they would wait in a group at the main road for the truck. Unfortunately, this lady, she was the only one who worked there, I think. Not, or no, she wasn't the only one. She was the only one who went to work that day. Her friend didn't go. So as she was sitting there, it's also a bus stop where she was sitting. She's sitting on a bucket, right? That 20-liter bucket, waiting for the truck. Okay, she is waiting. Mind you, back then there were no cell phones. I don't know what she would be doing while waiting. Obviously not reading a newspaper because it's still dark. She can't see. So I assume maybe she would just sit there. So, okay, where they usually wait for the truck, the opposite side of the road, it's a playground. So there she is sitting facing the playground. She sees little people playing soccer like midgets. So apparently she's thinking, since it's about 3 now, or she doesn't even know what time it is, she's thinking maybe it's 4, the truck is late, and these kids, they woke up early and they're playing soccer with their ball. So one of these kids kicks the ball, kicked it so far it ended up on the road, and one of those kids asked the lady to pass the ball. Okay, the lady, she got up from a bucket, kicked the ball so hard, only it wasn't a ball, it was a rock. Didn't move, messed up a leg. The little midgets, now they disappear. She's hurt. The bloody biggest stone is there. She's in pain. She's crying out for help. And she has never been the same again. Like her feet just got swollen up. Like it got so big, it reminded me of this other disease called elephantitis. Learned about it in high school in biology class, where your feet just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So after kicking that ball, the lady got elephantitis, like where, one feet is just bigger than the other. She never walked again. I don't know why she ended up, because she ended up moving from Medellin, which I think wasn't such a bad idea because Medellin is creepy, guys. Anyway, I got more stories to share about Medellin, but the next episode, I doubt I'm going to be talking about Medellin. I'm going to be talking about another place. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get a notification when I post the next story. Remember, guys, these are stories that really happened. Anyway, peace.